Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're already a part of our soul family, thank you for returning. You are loved and appreciated. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today from the ancestors and spirit guides. Please keep in mind this is a collective message, which means not everything is going to fit for everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. If this message does resonate with you, or you would like a deeper look into your own personal situation and your energy as well as the energies surrounding you, there will be a link down below in the description box where you can book a personal reading with me. We are also offering past life readings. These readings are done on a first come, first serve basis. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be offering these because they do take up a lot of time and a lot of energy. Okay, so you definitely want to book that as soon as possible while it's still available. During these readings, you'll be able to take a look into your past lives to see how they connect to your current life. You'll be able to take a look at any karmic lessons, any karmic debt, any blockages and delays that you're experiencing during this life that may have been caused by trauma or any type of issues in a past life. So the link for that is down below in the description box. All right, so today is Wednesday, April 30th, but the time that you're hearing this message is the time you're supposed to hear this message because these readings are timeless. So without further ado, family, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people. So, with the Three of Swords here, immediately what I'm getting is that many of you are kind of like waving a white flag, okay? You're throwing your hands up. You are getting comfortable with releasing, like you're kind of like surrendering. You're learning to let go, okay? Because for a long time, many of you have been fighting your gifts. You've been fighting the urge to tap into spirituality. For some of you, you were raised in a household that looked down on that. They frowned upon spirituality and meditation and, so-called magic and herbal healing and candle work and all of that stuff. It was like, oh, it's demonic, it's evil. And so for a long time, there was a sense of guilt for you with this. Like you felt guilty even being interested in it. But the reality of it is, and many of you have realized this recently, it's within you. It's within you. Like you're not fighting it. Okay. You want to learn the proper way to do it. And you're realizing that it's actually a really good thing with this Three of Swords here in reverse. For some of you, what you may have thought to be a setback or a delay ends up being a blessing in disguise. It ends up being something that benefits you, okay? So now with the Lovers here upright, this card is not in this reading, not in this spread. It's not speaking to an intimate relationship. And I know that because I got the confirmation before I even started to record this reading. It's speaking to your connection with the spirit world, okay? A lot of you may have feared connecting with the spirit world. You may have feared talking to spirits or communicating with spirits, right? But now some of you are getting your own tarot cards. Some of you are getting pendulums. Some of you are getting different type of divination tools. Some of you are even thinking to become initiated into a high priestess or high priest for I don't want to say religion, but for some of you, this is a religion. It could be African traditional religion. But the reason why I don't like to call it a religion, right, is because it's really a way of life. It's like a spiritual practice, but it's a way of life. So I don't really want to call it a religion, but some of you guys are becoming initiated and you're learning to do readings and you're learning to communicate with these spirits. And you're also realizing that it's not evil. For some of you, like you're starting to see results already. Like maybe it's bringing you peace of mind. Maybe it's helping you to progress as well. Some of you guys may be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody's name might start with a Z, an N, an A, or an I. Some of you may be life path 8s, life path 1s, life path 7s. Some of you may be born in January, July, or August as well. Okay, and some of you are involving yourselves with groups. So you may be connecting with a group of people who are of the same or similar mindset as you. You may be connecting with people who are trying to, maybe you want to learn spiritual practices from them. Some of you guys are going to like online forums and you're chatting it up with people, asking questions. Some of you are actually going in person to meet people. And some of you guys may be like unknowingly, like unconsciously ending up at places where you're meeting people who had the same interests as you as far as spirituality. Like, and I'm seeing like spiritual talk. Like some of you guys are on like spiritual TikTok scrolling and learning things. Okay, you're like, I want to dabble in this. I want to see, how this can help change my life, because you're realizing that it's something that's within you. And I feel like for a long time, many of you have been running from it. So you don't want to run anymore. You are connecting with that part of yourself and you're becoming whole. Okay. And for some of you guys, this is closing a hole. This is closing a gap. Like maybe your whole entire life, you felt like something was missing. And so now that you are learning to tap into your ancestral spiritual gifts that you've inherited, you're realizing, wow, okay, this is the part of me that has been missing all this time. So you're bringing opposites together in order to reach a level of harmony. Okay, that imperfect perfection. And this is making you guys happy. Some of you guys are in interracial relationships. Some of you guys, somebody might have like an afro or some curly hair. Some of you guys are from like Dominican Republic, Cuba, somewhere in that area. Somebody grew up around like an apple tree, or maybe someone's carrying like the so-called Eve gene. Some of you guys may be questioning stories from the Bible as well. Like you're like, well, this doesn't really make sense. Like you're putting things together. Like I said, you are tapping into a whole new way of living. Somebody might have like a brown bathing suit or something, or like a brown leotard. I think the other day I mentioned somebody doing gymnastics and ballet and acrobatics as well. Okay, so now moving forward, we got the World card in order to clarify the Lovers. Now, the World card came out in reverse. So that tells me that some of you guys are struggling, or you have been struggling to get a project off the ground. And so for many of you, this is what is going to spark that interest in the spirit world. You're looking for guidance. You're looking for help, because you may have been trying to call on other deities or energies that were not able to help you. So now you're trying something new. Okay. And some of you guys, you feel hindered because you feel obligated to these deities. So some of you guys were raised like Jehovah Witness, is a Seventh-day Adventist, Presbyterian. I don't know why I'm even seeing like Amish, like somebody maybe raised Amish, or I'm not really sure about that, but maybe even Jewish. Like some of you guys, like you feel obligated to your religious beliefs, the religious beliefs that you were raised on. And so now you may feel like you're turning against it. You may feel like you're sinning, like you're committing a sin and that you're going to hell. So the thing is, okay, without going too deep into it, hell is a mindset. It's not a physical place. And so if you believe that you're going to hell, then you will be going to hell. But you're not going to suffer because you are utilizing your gifts. I will say that was all programming, okay? These gifts that you inherited make you powerful, and they make you more powerful than your oppressor. They make you more powerful than your enemy. And so that's why you've been told for generations that these gifts are evil. Okay, it's not evil. It's the people that use it for evil, but it's not evil in itself. And I feel like in the beginning of the reading, I mentioned that some of you guys are tapping into it, but you want to learn how to do it the right way. Like, you want to walk in the light, okay? Yes, there are people who walk in the darkness and they use it for evil, but essentially the practice itself is not evil. This is cultural. And so many of you are studying and you're learning the ways of your ancestors. You're learning how to use your gifts. Something about Taoism is significant here. Also, many of you have the same gifts as Krishna, or you were connected to Krishna. Maybe you worked alongside Krishna, or maybe you are Krishna reincarnated, or some of you guys have been connecting with Krishna, maybe working with Krishna. Maybe he has been assigned to you. I don't want to say he because it's an energy, but maybe Krishna has been assigned to you as a spirit guide or something like that. But that's significant, okay? Some of you guys may be life path 5s as well. Some of you guys may be from Saturn, or some of you guys have a Saturn Earth placement, possibly, okay? And so after you guys start to show interest in this and you start to utilize your gifts, you are receiving rewards little by little. You're being guided, and it's like, let's say they're like, let's say your spirit guides are like, no, don't open door A, open door B, okay? But there's a part of you that wanted to open door A. Let's say you go with what they say, you open door B, and you realize there's like a pot of gold hidden behind that door. You're like, oh shit. You know, it's like, you're like, wow, this is real. This is real stuff. It's starting to change your life. Many of you guys are children of Oshun. Somebody might be wearing yellow now. Some of you guys are Muslim or like Islamic or Muslim. Somebody goes running in a field, like somebody goes frolicking or like to let out their inner child. Somebody might be like walk barefoot in the field sometimes. Somebody might live like where there's cornfields or just a lot of land, a lot of acreage, a lot of greenery. You guys are very intelligent. Very intelligent. Somebody's name might begin with a T. Somebody might have an A, a D, or an I in their name as well. You guys are like intelligent beyond words. I can't even explain how intelligent and powerful you are. But I feel like a lot of you've had to dumb that down. Like, you've had to turn it down your whole life because you felt like you wouldn't fit in if you were to show people how intelligent you really are. But now you're like, to hell with that. Now you're letting it out, and you are attracting your people because of the fact that you are no longer choosing to dim your light for others. Now Spirit is sending you people that are just like you, or people that will appreciate what you bring to the table. And so many of you are, like I said, connecting with groups, connecting with people, connecting with your spirit guides, your ancestors, in order to accomplish a goal or many goals. Some of you guys are learning how to see the best in the worst of situations as well. Like, you're learning how to alchemize energy, okay, and change nothing into something. Many of you guys are realizing that you are the star. And so now it's your time to come from behind the shadows. Like, you're no longer conforming and following other people. You're no longer dimming your light. You're about to shine really bright, and that in itself is going to bring you a tremendous amount of prosperity because now you are acting the part. And you're not acting like this is really you, but now you are walking in your purpose. You're dressing the part. Okay. So moving forward, we got the joggler here, right? Somebody might be wearing like a pink headband or like a pink head tie, a pink scarf or something like that. And if it's not pink, you're wearing something on your head. It doesn't have to be pink. Somebody might be wearing like a do-rag. But you might hear my family in the background. I'm in the back room doing my own thing and they're up there doing their thing. So I'm going to join them soon. But I did want to pop in and share some important messages with you guys. Somebody might be wearing green. Somebody might be wearing yellow. Somebody might be of Jamaican or Caribbean descent. Somebody might be Brazilian with the green, yellow, and blue, or green, yellow, and black. Somebody might like raise dogs. Maybe you guys grew up raising dogs or breeding dogs, or someone just loves dogs. Somebody wears gloves to do something. Somebody wears gloves to work or to sleep. Okay. Somebody might have like a brown bag. Somebody might be wearing boots to do their job as well. Some of you guys are realizing that you are 9 ether beings. Okay, so I love to have this conversation first of all. Ether is the quintessential element, okay, that they don't talk about. They only tell you that there are 4 elements. There is 5 elements, and ether is the 5th element. Ether is energy, okay? And you are energy. You are an element. That is why you are so powerful. You are connected to all of the elements. You are an element in yourself. This is why they need your energy desperately in order to survive. This is why they harvest your energy. They use the holidays or the holy days to harvest your energy. They use these buildings. Notice on top of churches and public buildings, they usually have something. It's like a pointy thing. It goes up. I can't think of the name right now. But you guys can let me know in the comment section if you're aware, okay? But it's like it serves the same purpose as our ancestors' pyramids, because that's why we built pyramids. We used pyramids for energy. Those were our powerful holy temples, okay? And so they're doing the same thing, but not for a good reason, not with good intention. They're trying to harvest our energy in order to keep themselves in control, in order to keep themselves at the top. So some of you guys are realizing the power that lies within just simply being you. You know, you're walking around with your head held high now. You are regaining that confidence, okay? Because a lot of you were in their school systems, you were in their institutions that taught you that you just come from slavery. So now that you're realizing that slavery is not your history, slavery interrupted your history, you are realizing that you're a lot more powerful than you were made out to be. You're realizing that there is power in being you. So this is helping you to rebuild your confidence, because for some of you, I feel like being in their institutions, and for some of you, like, you were institutionalized not just in their schools, but you were in their prisons, you were in the Army, the Marines, the Navy, and it really does eat at your confidence, because you're receiving a certain type of programming that goes against everything that you are supposed to be. All right. So I'm telling you, once you start to tap into this energy, once you let go of that fear and you stop fighting, you stop with the resistance, and you just accept the fact that this is who you are and this is what you come from, you begin to reach a new level of peace, a new level of happiness. Okay. A lot of you guys be like, yeah, I'm unbothered, but you really do be bothered. You be bothered about everything. You be stressed out. You be anxious about everything. Once you tap into this level of peace, this higher level of consciousness, you will literally be the epitome of unbothered. Okay. And not in a way where you don't care about anything. It's just a way where you like, you know what, if I can't control it, then I'm not going to allow it to stress me out. I'm not going to allow it to change my day. I can only control my actions and what I do, as well as how I respond. Okay, you're not going to be bothered by every little thing like you used to be, because you also are realizing that you can trust your spirit guides and your ancestors to guide you to where you're supposed to go. You can trust your higher self to guide you to where you're supposed to go. So as you start to receive these messages, okay, it's going to be a new level of inner over and understanding. I'm literally seeing you guys having less worries, okay? Because you are helping to build this new earth. And in this new earth, we don't have to worry about being controlled. We don't have to worry about working 8, 10, 12 hours a day. In this new earth, we are focused on being content, and we are focused on loving each other, uniting, and we are only seeking to experience life. Okay? The biggest decision that you'll have to make is if you want to pick peppers or if you want to pick peas. Okay? Like, that's how peaceful life is going to be after we build this new earth. But it's going to take for everyone to step into their power. We can no longer walk in fear. We can no longer operate from a place of fear. Okay? Like, you guys are going to be receiving divine wisdom. Make sure that you're writing these messages down. Okay? Like, we're preparing for a better tomorrow. And this is through personal achievements. You're working towards, like, you're walking in your purpose. That is your focus right now. Figuring out what your purpose is and walking in that so that you can be your best self. Because as you transform into your best self, you help to transform the people around you. And you slowly but surely help to change the world. Okay? That's all I have for you today, family. If this message resonated with you, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already done so. If you want more clarity, you can book a personal reading with me down below in the description box. Sending you guys so much love, hugs, and healing energy. Until next time, peace and oneness.